Alright, come on in. Hit the like button, think button, subscribe if you're ready. You're new here, welcome to the channel. But most importantly, welcome to the Viking family. So this is my honest opinion / review for the 2025 Netflix series called The Eternaut. And I again, it probably sounds on the mic like I'm saying internet. I've been actually really trying to say it right, but I think it's like Spanish because this takes place in Argentina. But this is based on a graphic novel, which makes sense when you actually watch the series. In modern day, an Argentinian, a mysterious snowstorm appears in the dead of a hot night, killing anybody that touches it. Dewan and his friends try to figure out the mysterious reason this is happening, all while trying to survive and find his daughter. Here's some of the casts. So I will say in the first 2 episodes there was 2 scenes, one for each episode, with very stupid logic writing-wise, that I actually felt like just shutting it off after the 2nd episode. But the mysteriousness and the atmosphere is what kept me interested enough to continue, and I am so glad I did. Because how did it get so much more interesting is very interesting. And again, I don't want to give too much away. Now, after looking a little into this, more parts of the series was done with blue screens as far as I could tell. I found a picture. I don't know if it'll let me put it up, but I'll put it up if it is. In which I honestly couldn't tell for the most part. They definitely have a lot of physical set pieces as well that they blended in editing with each other perfectly. Again, I couldn't tell. I mean, at times you could tell, though, there was some snow layer CGI being used, along with practical fake snow, which I looked into and they actually did a lot, along with the wind and stuff. And later around the mid-episode with the CGI, you could notice way more with it. That was a little jarring at first, but did die down as it went on. And I think that was like only one episode where it was that heavy. Now, they do have like some bad CGI of specific thing in this, like in a couple of other episodes, but it's not as bad as I would argue the 4th episode. I really love the amount of extras that was used throughout the dead town people. They was one of the favorite parts when it comes to the production part. The story was very interesting and even got so much better as it went on. Here's my rating and I'll come back with my final thoughts. And I'm getting very tired. Now, this is a 6-episode series of season 1, and I honestly thought this was a mini-series for a good chunk of the series until I learned that it wasn't. But by the end, you can clearly tell it's not a mini-series. I hope we get another season because I'm left frustrated with wanting answers, but also just very invested into the story. Now, I highly recommend it. And I saw one article or two, it was 2 that passed by. I don't read articles, I just passed by them on the internet when I was searching for stuff for this video. And it sounds like they got a 2nd season. From what I could tell, this was either released on Netflix recently or in April. I can't remember. So my mind has just been befuddled lately for a while. If you keep with the post, you know. But yeah, I do highly recommend it, but always leave your thoughts down below. I really don't want to, I went into this video making right now not wanting to give too much away, because there's definitely a lot there. And I'm really tempted to do it, say stuff. So I'm, if you can tell, I'm trying to watch what I say without, actually doing it, but by accident. But so, as that being said, let's cut off the video. But before you do, remember, I love you all. Please stay safe. Spread the love most importantly. Skull.